What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Mix Monday. As you can see from my face, I am pretty exhausted. It's 8 something in the morning. As you can see, I'm not a morning person at all. I'm mostly like the afternoon type of person. But hey, gotta make that money somehow. Now, this video is gonna be one of how can I say this? One of my general opinions about what goes on in today's society, or an opinion on like one subject. And this one is gonna be about the movie Avengers Infinity War. Now, to everybody that's a Marvel fan, you already know that Marvel always comes out with a banger. Like every movie that they come out is always a banger, but we all have different opinions about, everything or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So but this movie in particular is like the biggest talk, because let me tell you, I saw it myself, and I have a lot to say about that movie. And I know you probably, you guys are thinking, maybe, hey, you guys might, hey, but at the end of the day, we all have our own opinions. So I'm gonna give my own general opinion about the movie, because let me tell you, I have a lot to say. When it comes to movies that's from Marvel or DC, they always base it off the comics. Because without the comics itself, or whatever it is, there wouldn't be a movie at all. Because every movie, or like anything that has a script too, like there's anything that has like a background to it. Like when it comes to Marvel movies or DC movies, the background is the comics. That's where it's based off from. That's where it's originally based off from the comic itself, and then put into a live action movie. And then what do you know? That's how they've been doing things for a long time when it came to movies, especially with Marvel or even DC, because that's how they always started off their movies, based off the comics. Now, let me get to speaking my own opinion about the movie. Everyone should know that Marvel Infinity War, that this is only part 1. Part 2 don't come out within next year, even though they just confirmed it that they're making a new one, but it comes out next year. I thought it was going to come out within 2 years prior, because to hold it back a little bit, but no, it's actually coming out next year. So that's crazy. Now, my opinion about this movie is that it was a really great movie. I can't lie about it. It was a great movie. I liked the way it started off is exactly the way how it started off in the comics. Thor going, Thor on the ship, and then what happens next? Thanos already attacks everybody on the ship to get the first stone, because remember, Thanos's objective is to get all six. Well, I can't even, put 6 fingers, like all 6 Infinity Stones. That's his main purpose, because with those stones, he'll become a powerful being in the whole universe, or in the whole solar system, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, man, having all that raw power it's crazy. I mean, it makes you feel so superior. There was a lot of great things in that movie itself, because, first off, even though, if you guys watched it, if you guys haven't watched it or whatever, it sucks that Thanos killed Loki, because, that was bound to happen. If y'all want my opinion about that, that was bound to happen. And of course, Thor, he ain't gonna freaking die from an explosion like that, because it's a ship. He can withstand it. He's a god. But Thanos isn't a god. Loki is. Well, I think you consider Loki a god, or probably not, or whatever. The god of mischief. Yeah, he is the god of mischief. But that's besides the point. Thanos' objective is to simply, become a god, but obtaining the 6 Infinity Stones. And with him to get that, he had to go through so much. Like, the first one he got from Thor. Then the 2 other ones that he had to go get was from Earth. Doctor Strange had one, and Vision had another one as well. Then there was 2 in the whole in the solar system, in Star-Lord's universe, where he found it from, I forgot what was his name. It was like a magician type of person, and then he had to get the Soul Stone. And then to top it off, yo, he was not going to stop until he got all 6 Infinity Stones. Let me tell y'all this for a fact. Let me tell y'all this. For somebody to just kill people, to wipe out anything and everything to get what he wants, that man was a sicko. That man is a sicko. And it's not even just that. It's the simple fact that he really wanted the stones to become a god. Because let me tell you, he's not a god. He's not a god. The gauntlet itself makes him feel like a god when he has all the stones. Without it, he ain't nothing. He's still a strong person, but he ain't nothing without it. And of course, y'all seen what happened to Hulk. Hulk was literally being scared throughout the whole movie. Let me tell you, that was just the funniest part. Like, that was probably the most funniest thing about the movie, is that Hulk really got his ass kicked. Like, he got his ass kicked by freaking Thanos. Like, how are you the biggest beast to fight anything, and you get your ass kicked by Thanos? How does that work? How does that even work out? Like, how does that work out? Like, come on, Hulk. You got to do better than that. And mind you, he was scared. Like I said, he was scared throughout the whole movie. Bruce was trying his best to bring down Hulk, but it did not work out at all. It really didn't work out at all, and it's sad because you really got your ass kicked. And another thing too was with Vision. He was weak throughout the whole movie. If y'all seen the movie, y'all seen how Vision was weak. It's crazy how he was not like that in Avengers Civil War. He was not like that in Civil War. And now he's weak in Infinity War. Like, what sense does that even make? Like, what sense does that really, like, what does that even make? Like, how you telling me that you're gonna be OP and powerful in Captain America Civil War, but be weak in Infinity War? That doesn't even make any sense. If y'all ask me what was my best scene from throughout the movie, I had a lot of scenes, but the best one that I liked was the fight in Wakanda. That was actually the best fight, hands down. Even though it really got out of hand, like throughout the whole fight, it was probably like my best scene, because you had Black Panther's people, and then you had like the Avengers fighting everybody. Well, half of the Avengers fighting everybody, and then like the other, like some of them was in freaking Titan fighting Thanos. And let me tell you guys, I enjoyed every last bit of that scene. That whole fight was actually pretty dope. I can't even lie about that, because let me tell you, shit, a fight like that could make my day. Now let me tell you guys about the ending, because I know half of you guys dislike the whole ending, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. The ending of Infinity War really got me mad, because Thanos is what's the other word for it? Like, he's just like he's dumb. He's dumb. Matter of fact, he's dumb for that. Like, he really blew mine where he did that. Like, he literally snapped his fingers when he was close from death. Told Thor, aim for the head next time. And then what happens next? Absorbs the power of all the stones, and then it literally vanishes to a different dimension, to a different place. And then what happens next? Everybody is starting to fade away. And that right there really blew mine. You're really scared. Like, that was really dumb what you did. Even though that was bound to happen anyway because of the comics. The only death that got me tight was Spider-Man, because remember, Spider-Man was really young and the suit was dope as hell. The suit was dope, and that got me, pissed because he was young. Because he said to Tony Stark, I don't feel good or whatever. And then what happens next, he starts to fade away. And I remember when Tony Stark said, in Spider-Man Homecoming, he said, if you end up dying, that falls on me. And look what happens now. He dies, and then now that shit falls on him. Yo, it's crazy. And then Tony Stark was close from dying because he got stabbed right in the side. Yo, like, that really got me tight. Like, Thanos was pussy for that. Like that's one thing I hated about that. Like the ending itself, and then he goes to like a house and then just relaxes and with a smile on his face. Like wow, like right, you're gonna get yours. You're gonna get yours. And then another thing too was that the ending credits. Yeah, like I said, if you guys seen the movie, y'all know what happens in the ending credits. Nick Fury, is wondering what's going on, and then everybody is fading away too. And then the next thing is that he's about to fade away, and then he's calling, like he's sending like a SOS. He sent like an SOS message from like, I think that was a pager that he had or whatever, but we don't use that in 2018. Like he had that or whatever, and it was sending the SOS signal to Captain Marvel. If you guys know who Captain Marvel is, she hasn't been heard. I haven't heard from her in a minute. And mind you, I know who that is because she has the power of star or the sun. And let me tell you, she's strong. I don't think she can die because she was not. I mean, the only thing is that Nick Fury, the leader of the freaking Avengers, forget about it, man. That's my guy though. I always like Nick Fury, but damn, it sucks that everybody was fading away. And then it's a good thing that he did go, because remember, that's only part 1. Part 2 don't come out till next year. Even though I feel like they should come out with it like 2 years from now. But if you want to put it to next year, that's fine. But I want to see how part 2 is gonna be, because let me tell you, the ending of Infinity War really blew minds. Like it blew minds to the max. Now for me because usually I give movies a rate between a 1 to 10 of Avengers Infinity War Part 1. I give it a 8 out of 10 at most. It was good, but that ending really blew minds. Like the ending really blew minds. Even like I said, even though that's part 1, I feel like it had a lot of great things about it. There was like a few problems. Is that okay? First off, I forgot to either mention Star-Lord. Star-Lord was the one that messed it up for everybody. If he didn't, because like I didn't mention this at all, when Thanos had to get the Soul Stone, he had to kill Gamora, which Gamora is from, Guardians of the Galaxy. That was like his fake daughter type of thing, but it was like somebody he actually loved. And then that was Peter's, somewhat girlfriend or whatever. And he had feelings for Shorty, and then for him, and then if you guys seen the fight that happened on Titan, where you had Iron Man, damn, I forgot what this other dude's name. You had Iron Man, you had Spider-Man, you had Star-Lord, you had Mantis, you had Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange had one of the stones too. But the only thing is that Star-Lord messed it up for everybody because you couldn't wait a few seconds for the gauntlet to come off Thanos' hand. But no, you want to be the biggest dick and then hit him with your gun, and then you messed it up for everybody. And then that right there, that was the worst. That's the worst part I hated about the movie too. That was another thing too. Besides people fading away, that was another worst part that I hate about the movie was Peter Quill, man. Like, yo, you couldn't just wait 1 second for them to take off the glove, but no, you want to be the biggest stupid person that you are, and then hit him with your gun while he's like in a state of mind being hypnotized. Like that right there just blew my mind. Although I did like how everybody came out. Like they had everybody from half of the Marvel universe or whatever. Well, not half of the Marvel universe. Most of the ones that are that are overrated. I'm surprised that they're actually bringing out Captain Marvel, because remember, she's underrated. You don't hear her a lot when it comes to Marvel movies. That's a good thing though. That's a good thing, because she's underrated. You don't hear from her at all. Like you don't hear from him at all. Sad to say, because let me tell you, man. She's strong. She's strong as hell. She is strong. And let me tell you, y'all, it was a great movie, but it had like a lot of bad scenes that I didn't like. But that is it for you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed my little opinion about Infinity War. It was a great movie, but it had like some bad scenes that I didn't like at all, which is crazy because it was just too much. I hope you guys give this video a like. Be sure to comment if you want more of my little general opinions about what's going on, or like what agenda you want me to like speak on upon. And if you guys enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can watch all my videos. And hopefully you guys will continue watching me. I know that I'm trying the best to keep up with you guys with my YouTube. It's hard trying to maintain it, but let me tell you guys, I got a lot for you. Hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned for more, and bless y'all.